Did Taco Bell really start their own subscription service? When will season 3 of The Boys premiere? And when will the next MCU series premiere? Well, I talk about all that and more on this episode of the Toddcast. Hello everyone and welcome to the Toddcast. As always, I'm your host, Todd McManus. Today is a very chilly day here in the southern United States. It is very cold. And I don't know why. It has finally started winter, I guess. It is currently 37 degrees outside, which is... oh, man. It is just only going to get colder. I think it's going to get down in like 24, 23 degrees tonight, which is wild. It rained a lot yesterday, just on your weather update, your local weather update here. It rained a lot last night, and that's why it's like cold now, because usually it does get cold in like November, December sometimes in Louisiana, but it mainly gets cold like January and February are like the full-on bone-chilling cold months for us, you know. I mean, Christmas and New Year's I wore shorts because it was like 60 to 70 degrees still outside. And now, you know, it went from 70 during the day and then it would dip down to like 30 at night, and now here we are where it gets to like mid 50s is the highs for the next week or two. Mid 40s and 50s, you know. So it's like, what? You know, for where we live, it's really cold. But with that being said, through the cold weather, of course, there still gives you more time, you know, whenever you don't want to go outside and it's cold. Therefore, you can stay inside and watch your streaming services for all your shows, your Netflixes, your Amazon Primes, all that kind of stuff, you know. But wanted to go ahead and talk about this that I heard last week, of course. Some tragic news that, of course, all of y'all already know that Bob Saget, legendary comedian, passed away last week. Just out of nowhere. It was... I don't think he had anything really wrong with him. He, of course, if you don't know who Bob Saget is, he played Danny Tanner on Full House. And he did a lot of different... he was a comedian, of course. He did stand-up. He was in a lot of other stuff, too. But Full House was like the main thing he was in. He was just getting back, starting again in stand-up, because he said that he kind of like lost that itch to do it for a while. And then he was like, he posted on his Instagram like, "Oh, great crowd tonight. Glad to be back, doing what I love. He's got the itch back." That's literally what he said. And then they found him the next morning, and he was passed away in his bed in his hotel room, wherever he was staying. And it is tragic, because it's like, when you think about it, like, I grew up, I mean, I didn't grow up when Full House was live and still on, you know, but like, because I mean, I was born in 1999, so it's like, I grew up watching Full House whenever it was on Nick at Night, whenever it was Full House, George Lopez, and Friends were like the main shows that always came on at that time at nighttime on the Nickelodeon channels. And I, as like a kid at some point, I watched like every episode of Full House. I don't remember every episode, of course, but I did end up watching every episode of the whole entire show of Full House, and it was good. And as a kid, I loved it. You know, it was funny. But he also hosted like America's Funniest Home Videos for a while, way back in the day. But if you never watched his stand-up, you should definitely check it out, because he's really funny. He really actually is. And it's something to check out, definitely. Now, since he's no longer with us, you should just go to YouTube and look up Bob Saget stand-up or anything like that, you know. And thoughts and prayers and condolences go out to his family, of course. But just like Norm Macdonald last year. I remember that we just got to keep on going and got to stay with our comedians as they stay with us, So Bob Saget will always be remembered. You should definitely watch Full House if you've never watched it. Great show. And check out his stand-up if you've never have. But on a little bit of a lighter tone, going into some news here, we're going to switch over to Taco Bell for a minute because something weird has happened where, how do I say this? Like, restaurants, for some reason, like mainly fast food restaurants, of course, are starting to dip into their own subscription services. Now, when you think of a subscription service, you usually think of, like, way back in the day, you had magazines, when you subscribe to a certain, like, Bayou Life. Is that a magazine? I think it is. You would subscribe to a magazine, and it would be delivered to your house. And then you'd read it, of course, and it would be yours. And then you'd get one, like, every month. Or the newspaper, or something like that, And then, of course, it went to Netflix and, like, Amazon, Or you can get Amazon Prime with free shipping, and you also get the streaming service. And then it moved to all these streaming services of Netflix, Prime, HBO Max, and then all these, and then many other services that they have that are TV and movie and series related. And now apparently fast food restaurants are starting to dip into their own, because they already had like the rewards program, which was like if you sign up on the app and you buy food so many times on the app, you could get like $1 off your next order or a certain percentage, or you can get like a free side item the next time you get after like 3 or 4 meals, Like Whataburger has one that is honestly one of the better rewards programs that are on any of the fast food apps, because like I can pull that up right now. I have their app. When you order something on the Whataburger app, it gives you one, not a reward, but it's like one visit, as they call it. See, it's earn a reward every 5 visits. So after the 5th time you go to Whataburger and order something through the app, there is 8 different rewards you can choose from. So it's like you go 5 times in a row. Let's say you eat Whataburger Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So you have Whataburger at least once a day for the whole work week. So on Saturday, the next time you go, which would be the 6th time, you could get your reward after your 5th time, of course. And theirs is actually really good because it's you get to choose one of these, which is like a Whataburger Junior, which is a smaller burger. You can get a medium drink or a medium fry or a taquito, a cinnamon roll, a honey butter chicken biscuit, a small shake, or even a medium onion ring. So it's like you get to choose one of those as your reward. Usually, I usually go with the cinnamon roll is what I usually do. Sometimes I did the fries or the drink, but it's like I always had to get a large drink from there because I'm gonna run out. Like, if I get a small drink and then drive home with it, and if it's a small or medium-sized drink, that drink is going to be empty by the time I get home. That's just anybody out there knows what I'm saying here. So, but like McDonald's has their own, Subway has their own rewards programs, but now certain fast food restaurants are taking even further, going with subscription services on their fast food items on their apps. Like Taco Bell, they had a rewards program, but now they're apparently going with a subscription service, I should say, because they're now doing this called the Taco Bell Monthly Taco Pass. It is called the Taco Lovers Pass, the Taco Lovers Pass at Taco Bell. The way it works is that you pay, let's see here, pulling it up right now. The Tacos Lovers Pass costs, I want to say $10 a month. I want to know how much this costs. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. So, it is the first ever taco subscription service. It has officially been launched nationwide as of like 2 or 3 weeks ago. The way this works is that you pay $10 a month. $10 for every 30 days, of course. The way it works is that once you pay your $10, you get the Taco Lovers Pass. You will get one free taco every day of the month. Every day. 30 days. 30 days for 30 tacos. You can get, there's a choice, of course. You're just not getting a plain taco with your lettuce and cheese on it, and that's it, you know. You can choose one of 7 different tacos that you can choose from, which is, of course, the Crunchy Taco Supreme, Soft Taco Supreme, Doritos Locos Tacos Supreme, and then the Spicy Potato Soft Taco. It's funny to think about, you know, because there's 7 different tacos that they get. So you pay $10. You can choose the Crunchy Taco on Monday, the Crunchy Taco Supreme the next day, or in any order. So therefore, you could eat a different taco every day of the week, and then and then you can just reset it. But you can only get only one a day, one per 24-hour period for every day for 30 days, and it only costs $10. Now, a taco from Taco Bell does not cost that much. Like, how much are they? Are they like $1? I'm pretty sure they are like $1. Let us see here. Menu. Tacos. A normal taco, any one of those that you can choose from, like a crunchy taco is $1.40 and the Supreme is $1.90. So if you get, let's say you get the crunchy taco every day for 30 days, it's $1.50 each, and you get it 30 times. That's $45 worth of crunchy tacos that you're eating only for $10. So, is it worth it? Yes, but only if you are a avid lover of tacos from Taco Bell. Whenever I go to Taco Bell, I either get the box, that's like the new box that they would usually have, and most of the time, and a lot of the times, like during the summer at least, they will usually have one that's like, put in the code that's on your cup and you could win a free Xbox and that kind of thing, you know. Or you might win a Samsung TV or something other, I don't know. But something like that where it's the sweepstakes, you know, where you can get a good amount of offers and you might actually win something. But my go-to at Taco Bell is always the cheesy gordita crunch. Like that, of course, is the best thing that Taco Bell has on their menus. Any menu that they have. But because the taco, whenever you get a box, a taco is a side item. When you think about it, like when they get a new box, it's always the newer thing, the taco, and then a drink. Like that's what's in that box. So if you actually do like tacos, and you are like a diehard Taco Bell fan, and I'm just saying, if you pay $10 for this pass, and you pay $10 a month to get this, you better like tacos, and you better go to Taco Bell at least 10 or more times in the month. That way you can earn that money back in the form of tacos, of course. Because like I said, the lowest price taco, I think, was the crunchy one, which was $1.50. So all you got to do with that is just get, 5 of them? No, that's not right. All you have to do is get 7 tacos. Just get one whole week of a taco every day, and you've already made your money back. In tacos, of course. But I don't think it's worth it. Honestly, I'll give you my hard take right now. I don't care. I like Taco Bell. Nothing against Taco Bell. I like their food. I don't get it all the time, but when I do get it, I like it, you know. But I am not an avid Taco Bell fan. Like, the way you have to be about Taco Bell is the way that the people who still eat at Burger King, that they're keeping that business alive. You have to be that way towards Taco Bell. Because there are people out there that love Burger King to the point where they would rather eat Burger King than other fast food restaurants. And they have got to be on drugs or acid or something to be able to want to eat Burger King more than once every like 10 years. Because Burger King is not good. I don't care if you're listening to this and you like Burger King, you have stock in Burger King, you are some type of shareholder or something, you work for a Burger King, you've loved Burger King since you were a kid, well then something's messed up with you because you like Burger King. Like, there's no other way to put it. That Burger King sucks, and we all know this. Like, and I'm not jumping on the bandwagon, because people will jump on the bandwagon saying that, oh, Tom Brady is a terrible player, but everybody knows that he's already the greatest quarterback ever, because yes, he does have the most Super Bowl rings, and yes, it's a team effort for playing in an NFL game and for a Super Bowl. But if anybody else was a good quarterback, then why aren't they there yet? You understand what I'm saying? And also, like, jumping on the bandwagon saying Nickelback sucks. Nickelback is not that bad. Nickelback is a decent to good rock band. I have listened to their songs, not frequently, but I've listened to their stuff, and everybody knows, the Look at This Photograph song. But people will jump on the bandwagon of that, oh, Nickelback sucks, and then people will make fun of how terrible they are, and they're like, oh, yeah, Nickelback sucks, and you just jump on the bandwagon. People will jump on that bandwagon saying Nickelback sucks, even if they've never heard a Nickelback song in their life. That's just what people do, is just jump on the bandwagon. When I'm saying the reason I'm saying this is because when people jump on the bandwagon that Burger King sucks, they're not jumping on any bandwagon because we already know it's true. Like, I'm not making fun of Burger King. I'm not giving you my opinion on Burger King because it sucks. I'm stating facts here, people. That Burger King is not a good restaurant. Would I ever review something on this podcast that's from Burger King? Yes, I honestly would. Maybe this year, in the next few months, maybe, I might actually go get something from Burger King, and I could eat it live on here for all of you to hear me. Not live, like you can listen to it while I'm eating it, but as in, like, I'll get the food and eat it while recording and give you my raw, uncut reaction to eating something from Burger King. And like, props to Burger King for trying and still being around, but Burger King's not even in the top 2. Like, McDonald's, of course, is still number 1, and McDonald's, I have my complaints about them too, but McDonald's is still number 1 for a reason. Burger King was number 2, but you know who's right there now? Wendy's, and rightfully so. Wendy's is way better than Burger King, and if you don't think that's a fact, well, then you need to go to Wendy's and and then go to Burger King and actually taste test it yourself. I feel like the main reason Burger King still has business is now because of the meme, because of how Burger King is not good. I've had Burger King like 3 or 4 times in my entire life. Every time was not good. And they try. There are people that go to Burger King. Burger King is cheap. And they got this Beyond Burger. So it's like, they're trying all these things, and props to them, really, for trying to stay afloat and stay in business. And they're making crap tons of money every year. And I don't know how. And honestly, you got to give me a reason on how Burger King still has business for being terrible. So this, and if you can't guess, this episode is brought to you by Burger King. No, but the only reason I would say their food doesn't suck is either the food would have to save my life, or they would have to pay me a lot of money to say that. So, anyway, back to Taco Bell. Taco Bell does not suck. Taco Bell is actually good. So, $10 pass if you want a taco every day from Taco Bell. That's really all I got to say about that, honestly. So, going into the entertainment news a little bit right now. of course, you probably heard in the intro earlier that I was wondering when is the next season of The Boys going to premiere, and we actually got that news this past week. Season 3 of The Boys will premiere on Amazon Prime on June 3rd. That is right, June 3rd. I am very excited for that because the show's good. I mean, The Boys, Invincible, both of those shows on Amazon Prime are really good, and I'm still waiting on season 2 of Invincible, but I feel like they're just now starting to work on it, or not really. I don't really know yet. But The Boys will premiere on June 3rd, and they got like a little teaser or a little bit of a trailer for it right now. And Homelander's going to go nuts. I can't wait for it. I can't wait. Ever since he was introduced in season 1, I have been waiting patiently for Homelander to just fully let loose and let's see what happens. And I definitely think it's going to happen this season. It's going to be something to watch. So make sure you have Amazon Prime and make sure you mark it down on June 3rd for season 3 of The Boys. Also, kicking over to the Disney Plus side real quick, The Eternals, the last Marvel movie that premiered in November, the one before Spider-Man No Way Home. The Eternals is officially on Disney Plus right now. It actually premiered on Disney Plus a little over a week ago. This month, of course. If you have not watched Eternals, if you were not able to see the Eternals in theaters because of COVID or any other reason, and you have Disney Plus, it is available now. You can go check that out. It's an okay movie. It's not bad, but it's not the best. But you can check it out for yourself that way. I've already given my review of it, and me, Jaron, and John have all talked about it already on here. But if you want to go see it, go check it out for yourself and see if you actually enjoy it, Of course, let's go ahead and kick it back towards HBO Max, and let's go into the DC area of HBO Max and all of DC movies, of course. But more importantly is that I forgot that whenever this movie was coming out, but The Batman, Robert Pattinson's Batman movie, has officially been given a rating of PG-13 and will officially release in theaters on March 4th. Now, that will be interesting to see. I think Warner Brothers is doing the 45-day deal now, where a movie will premiere in theaters and then it'll stay in theaters for about 45 days, which is a month and a half. And then as soon as that 45-day period is up, it will be taken out of theaters probably. It'll probably stay in theaters, actually, but it will be put on HBO Max after that 45-day period. I honestly think Robert Pattinson is going to do good. I have faith that he is going to be a good Batman. And this is the newest Batman that we're getting since Ben Affleck in Batman vs. Superman and the Justice League movies, or movie, I should say, and the remake, or Zack Snyder's version. I honestly think Pattinson's going to do good. A lot of people just credit him because he was the vampire in the Twilight movies, but that was a long time ago when you think about it. Those movies came out, and he's done so much more since then that just movies that you really haven't, nobody's paid attention to. But I think he's going to do good, and I think he will do justice for the Batman. And I can't wait to see it. I'll review it on here, and I'm actually excited to see that movie. So, yeah. So, on the Marvel side of things, this past Monday, we officially got the newest trailer of the next MCU series that will be premiering on Disney Plus, and that series is, of course, Moon Knight. Out of the ones that were announced, I think this one was my most anticipated series out of the newer ones for this year out of Marvel. Moon Knight got its first official trailer that you can go watch on YouTube or anywhere really right now. Go watch it and get ready for the premiere, because Moon Knight will be premiering on Disney Plus on March 30th. That is right. March 30th is when Moon Knight will premiere. Of course, a week after that is whenever Morbius the Living Vampire is going to be premiering in theaters. And then, of course, a month after that, in May, is whenever the next Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness movie is going to be premiering in theaters, which is actually the next Marvel movie as of right now. That's what we're looking forward to. So we have to wait until May for a movie, but like right now we have Book of Boba Fett on Disney Plus with Star Wars, and then once it ends is when Moon Knight will premiere on March 30th, which is a Wednesday. So, like I've said before, we're getting closer and closer to the point where Marvel and Star Wars are going to have shows on at the same time, and they won't premiere on the same days because Wednesday is their day. Like, Disney just chose Wednesday as the day, you know. They're going to have to start putting more stuff out because apparently we're definitely getting like 3 to 4 other Marvel shows this year. And then once Book of Boba Fett ends, we're going to have Mandalorian Season 3 sometime this year. We still got the Obi-Wan Kenobi series this year. So either we're getting just a bunch of short series that are all going to be on the same day, just like a short series on Wednesday, and then boom, it's done. All right, now start another shorter series, you know. Or they're going to have to move to different days. I think, I've said this before, but I definitely think that one of them should be on Wednesday and the other one can be on Friday. That's just me because, like I'm about to talk about here in a minute, the Peacemaker HBO Max series is on Thursdays. So, I feel like a lot of the series that are on 2 different streaming services at the same time, like Book of Boba Fett and Peacemaker. Why didn't Peacemaker go on Wednesday to compete with them? Because it's a good idea to not have 2 bigger name series on at the same time on the same day. You know what I'm saying? So when you have 2 series running together like Marvel and Star Wars, they don't need to put out the Kenobi episode and like a Mandalorian episode. Or I mean a Kenobi episode and like Miss Marvel or something on both on Wednesdays, because they would be competing with each other under the same company. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's like one on Wednesday, one on Friday, give enough time, because really like Wednesday's Disney's day, Thursday is HBO Max, and Friday really isn't anything right now unless you have your own shows or something that you watch. The only other things that would come on Fridays is like Netflix, whenever they did like whenever The Witcher was episodic show coming out one every week, that was on Fridays, but they only did that for season 1. Season 2 was not like that. So, but yeah, Moon Knight premieres on Disney Plus on March 30th. Make sure you mark it down and check it out. And like I just said, I want to talk about a little bit Book of Boba Fett. So far, I will not give any spoilers for this show. I will be giving it a review once the series actually ends. I don't know when that's going to be. As of watching the series, I feel like we're kind of in the middle area right now. Episode 4 just premiered this past Wednesday. It was really good. I really like this series, honestly. This series is really good to me. Boba Fett's such a good character. I really want other characters to show up. I really think that a bounty hunter by the name of Bosk might show up, and then another one from the Clone Wars called Cad Bane, if he's not dead at this point, because you gotta like fit in the timelines of like where he was at, when was that, you know, in between which movies happened, you know what I'm saying? Like Cad Bane, if you don't know, he was a bounty hunter in the Clone Wars TV show. And he was also in the Bad Batch series that they had. But all that happened, like Clone Wars was after episode 2 and during episode 3. And then Bad Batch was as soon as Order 66 ended, right after episode 3. So Cad Bane was alive at this time. But Book of Boba Fett takes place after episode 6, after Darth Vader's dead, the Death Star is blown up, Emperor Palpatine is quote-unquote dead, and the Republic won. The Empire is kind of disintegrating now, and that Luke Skywalker is trying to get younger Force ability kids, you know, to teach them how to be Force wielders and Jedi into the future, you know. And then, of course, a lot of people are thinking that which I mean he is in season 3 of Mandalorian, probably, maybe in Book of Boba Fett too, is that the next big bad guy for Star Wars at this point for those series is Grand Admiral Thrawn. And I definitely think he could show up in this series maybe towards the end, because he kind of took the throne of, because like to all them, Palpatine's dead and Darth Vader's dead. So it's like, who takes leadership when the 2 Sith lords are dead and killed, you know? So it's that middle ground in between 6 and 7 that Grand Admiral Thrawn would be the one to take he would take the leadership, I really think, and try to bring back and build up the Empire. So, but yeah, Book of Boba Fett's really good. If you haven't watched it, it's on Disney Plus now, still ongoing, and I will be giving my review of it once the show ends. Also on HBO Max, currently going right now, is the Peacemaker series. It premiered last week with its episodes 1, 2, and 3 premiered all at the same time. And episode 4 was this past week. It is a wild show. It is rated very hard R. God almighty. Like, it's so funny though. And like, John Cena is so good as Peacemaker. He, like, for those of y'all that didn't know, I watch wrestling from time to time, of course, but I was big into wrestling whenever John Cena was, I mean, I still kind of am big in it, you know, but John Cena, whenever you think of him, you know, you think of the You Can't See Me or Hustle, Loyalty, and Respect, you know, with the hat, the armband, the jorts, the knee pads, the shoes, the colorful shirt, you know, he changes colors like every year, you know, when he wrestled. But the thought of him being this character, because I mean, he's been John Cena. When he's John Cena, he's John Cena. You think of him as the wrestler, you know, the good guy, you know, he's the ultimate good guy. But thinking of him like this, like the character he is now in Peacemaker, it's so different than him when he was in wrestling, you know. But, and I said this to somebody the other day, John Cena, of course, has been in a bunch of movies. He's been the main character in movies. He was in the Marine movie, you know. He's done a bunch of stuff now trying to transition into Hollywood, kind of like what The Rock did, you know. And The Rock's, you know, big mega-time superstar now in Hollywood. But John Cena, with all these movies and series that he's done before, they were all right, but they weren't the best thing he did, you know what I'm saying? I've told this to people that John Cena as Peacemaker, this is the best thing that Cena has done since wrestling. It really has. And John, I know you're probably watching or listening out there. Peacemaker, the character that he played in the Suicide Squad, and now that he's playing in his own dedicated series, it's so good. And I don't know why, but it is. Like John Cena playing this dumb guy who is just killing people, and it's rated R. It's just so funny, and you really have to just watch it, in my opinion. You have to watch it. The opening, the intro is so funny, and I'll give my review of this show whenever it ends. I think it's going to be a total of 8 episodes, so you only got like 4 weeks left, so it's halfway through right now. But it's really funny, it's really violent, and it's just, it's hilarious. It really is. I crack up every time I watch an episode because it's just so funny. But just check it out, and you won't be disappointed. So with all that out of the way, I think it is time to go ahead and get into some questions from all of you. Of course, if you want to ask a question to me and want an answer here on a future episode of the Toddcast, please go down in the description of this podcast episode. There should be a link that will take you to my YouTube channel. You should go ahead and subscribe, leave a like on a video, and whenever you go to one of the videos, just comment down below a question that you would like featured on a future episode. And I'll look at them, and I'll hopefully one of your questions might be featured on a future episode of the Toddcast. So I've got 2 questions right here, and thank y'all for these. And actually, these 2 questions are very similar, actually. But we'll start off with the first one. What is your most anticipated game for 2022? That's a good question, because there's a lot that are coming out this year. Man, I don't even know like all of them that are coming out this year. There's probably even some that haven't even been announced that are going to come out like very last minute of the year. I mean, the next God of War game, God of War Ragnarok, is coming out this year. I'm definitely going to end up playing it. Which it was actually announced today. Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga, or the Skywalker Saga as it's called, which is all 9 movies in a Lego game. It's coming out in April. I might check it out. Starfield is another game. It comes out in November, which is a ways away, but it's made by Bethesda. Is that who makes it? Yeah, it's made by the people who made the Fallout games and Skyrim. It's basically like that, but in space. So it's a new thing for them. What else is coming out this year? Is the next Spider-Man game coming out this year? No, it can't be coming out this year. It's got to be coming out next year. Spider-Man 2. Is that what it's going to be called? That game, I mean, I'll be waiting to play that game and the Marvel's Wolverine game whenever they're currently doing it. The remake of Star Wars, The Old Republic, I'll play that. Not much, honestly, as of right now. I mean, God of War is probably top of the list because it's one of the first one that came out a couple of years ago back in, well, I say the first one, but the newer one that came out a couple of years ago was like one of the best games I've ever played. And Ragnarok is definitely going to be good. So I'll check it out whenever it comes out, and I'll let y'all know about how it is and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'll probably just say God of War Ragnarok is my answer for right now. But the next question is very similar, just changed a word, is what is your most anticipated movie for 2022? Shoot. There's a lot. Just like games, there's a lot of good movies coming out this year. I mean, the only big movie that's really come out recently is Scream. The newest Scream movie. What else is going to come out this year besides Marvel? I mean, that's the only movies I can think about, you know. The Marvel movies that are coming out this year is Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness is in May, Thor Love and Thunder is in July, and I think the next Black Panther movie is in November. Wakanda Forever is the name of it. I mean, the Batman in March is going to be good. Morbius is in April. That movie's going to be good. What else is coming out this year? I don't really know. Besides Marvel. I mean, is that Flash movie coming out this year? I got to look at that. There was apparently a movie that's about the Flashpoint Paradox is coming out this year. Oh, it is coming out this year. November of this year. Interesting. That movie actually is going to have Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck as the Batman. Both of them are going to be Batmans, though. Oh, and Black Adam. That's coming out this year, isn't it? With The Rock. Yeah, July 2022. Wow. So we get Black Adam and the Thor movie in the same month? That's going to be interesting. What else is coming out in 2022? Let's see here. 2022 movies. Oh, Uncharted with Tom Holland as Nathan Drake and Mark Wahlberg is in it. That comes out next month in February. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 2. I will be watching it. I think Aquaman 2 is coming out this year. It says December. The next Fantastic Beasts movie, but I didn't really watch them. What else? Avatar 2 apparently is coming out this year. Really? Avatar 2? Why? The Buzz Lightyear movie. I mean, it looks cool, but I probably won't go see it in theaters. The next Jurassic World movie might come out this year. Apparently, a Mission Impossible movie is coming out this year. The next Halloween movie, which should be the last Halloween. Oh, the Mario movie. That better come out this year. I don't know if it is or not. Bob's Burger movie coming out this year. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. The DC League of Super Pets. What else is coming out this year? I mean, other random stuff that I don't really know about. I would honestly, as of right now, I think Doctor Strange is most anticipated just because of the Marvel aspect and me being such a big Marvel fan. But as just a movie alone by itself, it's either the Batman or Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, because part one. Because I want to see what how good the Batman is. I know it's already going to be good, but I want to know, how does Robert Pattinson do it? What do they do? What do they talk about? Who like the bad guys affect and all that? Is Joaquin Phoenix's Joker going to be in it or somehow tied to it? Because of right now, the only villains we know that are in there are like the Riddler is the main villain, and then the Penguin is there. I don't know if he's actually like gonna be big as a villain, you know. But yeah, that one's gonna be good. And then of course the next Spider-Verse movie is gonna be good, because I mean, the first one was amazing, and you know this one's gonna be good. So yeah, I think like, as a movie by itself, I think the Batman would have to be the top of the list, but just because of the amount of hype that has already been set up by the last Spider-Man No Way Home movie going into the Doctor Strange movie. Doctor Strange is high on that list too, which of course there might be other stuff announced later in the coming months as well. So yeah, thank you for those questions. That was really good questions. But yeah, I think the Batman, Doctor Strange, Spider-Verse, I mean, there's so much good stuff coming out this year. How can I choose one? You know what I'm saying? So you got to really choose. It's like, choose your favorite movie coming out by this production company. You know, like, what's your most anticipated DC movie? What's your most anticipated Marvel movie? Like that kind of thing. So, but yeah, like Doctor Strange and the Batman and probably the next Spider-Verse movie are definitely like top three. Like, I'm waiting to see the Thor movie as well, but I just don't really know what's going to happen with it. Just because Thor Ragnarok was my personal favorite MCU standalone movie. Like, I really like Infinity War and Endgame and the Avengers movies and all of those, you know. But as a standalone one superhero movie, like the Captain America movies, the Iron Man movies and all that, Ragnarok is probably my personal favorite. Which Doctor Strange is a beautiful movie as it is, you know, and this is going to be a really good movie. But like, I can't consider Avengers Endgame. It isn't standalone because it's all the Avengers, you know. But I'll wait to see what happens whenever we get a trailer out of the next Thor movie. But so yeah, so like, really anything can be my favorite movie this year. So, but by the end of the year, of course, I would have like a list of the movies, all that I'll watch this year, and I'll tell you like which was my favorite of this year. So right now, I think it's probably going to be like, it's one of those three, definitely. The Batman, the next Doctor Strange movie, and the next Spider-Verse movie. So yeah, with all that being said, I think it is time for a drink review. Of course, you can head on over to the Toddcast official Instagram, which is at _Toddcast_, only on Instagram, of course, nowhere else. You should definitely just go to Instagram. If you don't have an Instagram account, you should definitely just download one, because Instagram is cool to me. But if you don't follow the Toddcast on Instagram, I don't know what you're doing, because you should definitely give the Toddcast official Instagram page a follow, and you can see all the pictures of not really behind the scenes stuff, but you can get to see all the pictures of the drinks that I review, pictures of me with the guests, all that kind of stuff, really good stuff. So right now, I'm going to actually review 2 drinks right now. And if you ever want to review them your own or give them a try, go to the Toddcast Instagram page. That way you can see a picture of them. That way you'll know what they look like whenever you want to go out there like, man, what he's talking about sounds good. I want to try one, or is it really that bad? I want to try one too. So I'm going to go ahead and give this one a try. I got 2 drinks right here right now with me. So 2 weeks ago, the last time I reviewed something, I reviewed 2 different flavors of the apple hard cider from the Apple Barn. So now I got a third one here to ask all of y'all to review. And the other 2 that I reviewed one of them was an apple and the other one was a muscadine hard cider. This one is going to be a blueberry apple hard cider, which is going to be interesting to see. Of course, these are alcoholic, so warning, I guess. I don't really know. Oh, that was a good pop. It's got a weird pinkish color to it. Holy Jesus Christ, that smells strong. Okay, so blueberry apple hard cider. Let's give it a try. Oh, man. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I think that's enough for me. Whew. I've got to... Whew. I know where I ranked the other ones 2 weeks ago, but I don't really know where this one can kind of go with that. I think I'm going to give this one... It's not bad. Just say that. It's not god-awful, want to throw up terrible. It's just so strong because of the hard part. And it's got decent flavor, but it gets a 59. It's right there at the line, of like being okay, for me. But I can't drink anymore. Like it's not sustainable for me. So I didn't have to spit it out, surprisingly. So the other drink I'm gonna get. Never had one of these before. This is not a hard cider. This is called a pineapple colada chiller. It is orange wine with coconut, pineapple, and lime juices and natural flavors. Called Buzzball Chiller. It's like this little ball thing. It's got a pop top can looking thing on it. I gotta shake well. So. Yeah, there we go. Shake well. This thing's going to fizz everywhere. All right, well, I'm going to open this far away from the microphone in case it explodes. So, if it blows up, it's not my fault, okay? Okay, I'm going to try to open it. Oh. Oh, it's okay. Okay. Thank the Lord. Okay. I literally scooted far away because it said shake, but it's got a pop top on it like a can, and and it's not fizzy, I guess. It's very clear in this can, though. So, I think it does have alcohol in it, doesn't it? How much? Oh yeah, it's got alcohol in it because it's got the warning on the back that pregnant women shouldn't drink this, and don't drink it when you're driving. But how much? If it doesn't say how much, that's technically illegal, I think. Half a ball. How much alcohol is in this deadgum thing? Okay, well it's made in Texas and it's women owned and shake well. Oh, okay. 15%. How much was? Oh my Lord. That's a lot compared to the cider's 5.9 by volume. This is 15. Okay. Gotta get ready. Gotta get my game face on for this one. So it's pineapple colada, and it's orange wine, but with pineapple in it. I don't know what to expect about this. Go ahead and give y'all a warning. If you hear me spit or whatever because of this, I apologize. But okay, I'm just gonna go for it. It kind of smells like a candle. That's what it smells like. That's what it smells like. I don't know what to think about this. I don't know what to expect, honestly. It says pineapple colada, but it's an orange wine with coconut. And then pineapple and lime juices, so I'm just going to have to go. I'm diving in, so let's do this. The pineapple. Eh. Oh, God. Okay, I didn't throw up. I did spit it out, though. I gotta try it again. I need to get the flavor profile. I can't take it. As soon as I put it in my mouth, as soon as it touches my lips, it's just like, get it away from me. You know what I'm saying? It's like an immediate reaction that I can't help. 42. Just out of the gate. Hold on, let me get my thoughts together. Okay. It's not... I say this about every drink. It's not bad. No. This one, it hits different, I'll tell you that. It's weird because pineapple colada is definitely correct because it has strong pineapple taste to it, that pineapple juice in it. It says it's supposed to be orange wine with coconut, pineapple, and lime juice. I don't taste lime. I don't taste orange. All I taste is pineapple and some coconut. I don't really like the flavor of coconut, but it's and then pineapple. I'm okay with pineapple flavor, but it is very much strong pineapple flavor. It is not that good. It is fully alcoholic. 15%. Like, as soon as it touched my lips when I put it onto the can, it was just like, like, get it away, because it was just, like, yeah. So that's like, it gets a 42 for trying, and somebody might like this, honestly. Like, if I was like hardcore, like about to black out, probably drunk, I'd probably drink this. But I got to get to the point where I don't taste the alcohol anymore, which honestly, I probably still wouldn't drink it because I don't think I really like the flavor of pineapple juice anyway. So it's okay. It's not as bad as you might think. It doesn't smell bad. Like, it's purely coconut. Like, that smells like a really good candle that you would get from like Bed Bath & Beyond or Bath & Body Works, Bed Bath & Body Works, whichever one you want to choose from, whichever one has all the candles in it, this is the one that should be there. But yeah, the blueberry hard apple cider gets a solid 59, and the pineapple colada buzzball is going to sit calmly at a 42. So real quick, to end this episode off, I wanted to mention this because I haven't mentioned this yet, and apparently this was introduced a couple weeks ago, probably like a month or so ago. Spotify, if you listen to this on the app Spotify, there is a new rate feature that Spotify never had before. Whenever you're listening to any podcast, such as this one or Joe Rogan's podcast or anybody's podcast, really, towards like the middle of the page, I can look at it right now, go to my page on there. Whenever you go listen, you click on the podcast and you scroll all the way to the top where it shows that you're following it. There's the buttons where you can share, all that. There is, right under that, there should be a number with a star by it. That means you can rate it, or it says rate. So you could rate this podcast on Spotify. Oh, it's eating me up. The air from it. You can go on Spotify if you listen to this on Spotify and go ahead and rate. Make sure you rate it 5 stars, of course. If you don't, I'm gonna make you drink this buzzball. No. Make sure you rate this podcast 5 stars on Spotify and everywhere else, of course. And I think that's going to do it for this week. As always, please rate and subscribe. And if you're listening on YouTube, please like, comment, subscribe, and click that bell to get notified when new videos are uploaded. And make sure you follow the Toddcast only on Instagram at @the_Toddcast_. Only on Instagram, of course, for all your updates, pictures, and Toddcast needs, of course. And make sure you tell your friends and your family to give it a listen. And thank all of you for listening to this episode. And if you want to know what's going to happen next week, well, you're just going to tune in to find out. Only on the Toddcast.